Hi, my name's Troy Jacobson. Welcome to On the Road Volume 4. Here we are in Madison, Wisconsin, getting ready to do a preview of the Iron Distance race course. Today we're going to ride about 56 tough and challenging miles. So make sure that you have plenty of water in your bottles, plenty of nutrition with you, and you're ready to go. Joining us today are Kevin O'Connor, owner of Gear West, Kathy, and Jen. So get ready to go and let's ride.
Okay, here we go. We're warming up, and you're looking right now through the Coach Troy cam. As we warm up, I want you in your small chain ring on the front, your 15 on the back, and pedaling at a cadence of around 80 to 90 RPMs. If you're on a spinner bike or stationary bike, let's put that tension on a 1 or 2 on that scale from 1, which is very easy, to 5, which is very challenging. We're riding along Lake Monona right now on the left, and right along the bike path. So let's be careful here. Let's not wreck into any of these retainer walls as we just ride along, warm up. You were looking through the O'Connor cam. Now you're looking through the Coach Troy cam again. And I'm riding today with the athletes from Gear West Bike and Triathlon. And we're riding on our brand new Zip wheels, which will make this ride pretty quick. Nice lightweight aerodynamic wheels. And again, we're looking through the O'Connor cam as we ride along. You'll see that Kevin is riding a disc wheel today on his decked out tri-bike. I think he did that so he could keep up with me. Actually, Kevin's in great shape this year. He had a great triathlon season. He's one of the top age group triathletes in the country, as are Jen and Kate. So I'm privileged to be on this ride with these fantastic athletes here today as we ride much of the Iron Distance course in Madison, Wisconsin. And right now we're riding along the bike path, just getting warmed up in this On the Road virtual reality DVD, Volume 4. It's an overcast day here in Madison. Hopefully it doesn't rain. But even if it does, that's okay because we won't melt. If all my jabbering gets obnoxious to you today, feel free to turn the volume down and just do the workout that you see on the video. Coach Troy cam. We're just getting warmed up. O'Connor cam. This is actually the first On the Road series DVD in our series that we did with 3 cameras and other riders besides myself, and I think it turned out to be a pretty cool video. I hope you like it. I hope you have a great workout today. Again, small chain ring, 15 or so, and just get warmed up. Cadence, 80 to 90 RPMs. Hello there. People out for a nice leisurely ride today on the bike path. Pretty athletic town here in Madison. Lots of athletes coming out here training on the course prior to the big race. I've never done this race myself, but I know plenty of athletes I've coached in the past who have, and they really enjoy it. They really enjoy the training out here as well. Nice open country, rolling roads, very nice. But right now we're just warming up, See the road from the O'Connor cam. Walk runner up on your left, watch out. We're warming up on this flat stretch of road going around 17, 18 miles per hour. Cadence up around 80 to 90 RPMs. That's the O'Connor cam looking down there at the aero bars. Here we come around the corner. Still on the sidewalk. You can see I'm on my road bike and everyone else is on their tri-bikes. No, we're not lost. Not yet. And here's the vantage point from the car with the car cam. Kevin's all decked out, has his full-on race gear. He's ready to go fast today. He's ready to try to stay on my wheel. And he won't have very much difficulty with doing that right now, that's for sure. In fact, I'm going to struggle to stay on his wheel a little bit later on in this workout. Right turn. The O'Connor cam. Still warming up on the bike path. Get that cadence up. Get that cadence up. Going under the bridge. Duck down so you don't hit your head, Kevin. There you are. Duck. Come on, try to stay up with us. Biker up. Duck. Walker's up. Coach Troy cam, still warming up on the bike path. 80 to 90 RPM, small chain ring, 15 on the back. Your spinner bike tension on a 1 or 2. Cruising along, just warming up. I don't think we're lost. Well, maybe we are. Let's turn around and go back the other way. I don't know who the navigator is, but hey, if we have to warm up a little bit more, that's all right. Still small chain ring and whatever gear you'd like on the back, as long as you keep that cadence up between 85 and 95 RPMs, and as long as you keep that effort up around 75-80%. And that can mean whatever you want it to mean. It could be heart rate, it could be your perceived effort, it could be power. Whatever you're using to monitor your training intensity, that's fine. Of course, probably the most accurate measure of training intensity in this day and age would be using a power meter and training according to a certain percentage of your power output. And we're coming up to a stop sign here, and it looks like we're making a right turn. Watch out for that tractor right there, and the cornfield straight ahead, and right turn. Looks like the O'Connor cam. Small chain ring 15 as we get back into our rhythm. Well, my legs are starting to get tired. I'll admit that. Just kind of hanging out here in the back, letting everybody else do the work. They're the athletes. They're the ones in really good shape, in race shape. I've fallen out of race shape. Maybe one day I'll get back into race shape. Of course, if I keep doing rides like this, I'll get in pretty good shape. I tell people I just stay in shape so I can ride with people at my camps now. I haven't raced in a few years. All right, nice and steady. Nice and steady. Small chain ring 15. Everyone's down their aero bars, nice and steady. And we're having a little conversation up there at the front. All right, now let's start working again. I'm going to drop back, sit on the rear wheel here, and let Kevin do a little bit more work up at the front. And let's pick it up a little bit too, okay? Let's go to your big chain ring on the front, your 15 on the back, and let's bring that cadence between 85 and 95 RPMs, that effort up to around 80%. Looks like we have a traffic violation up ahead. And big chain ring 15 once again, or somewhere around there. You can shift gears however you'd like. Let's get to your big chain ring though. And then on your stationary bike or spinner bike, let's keep that tension around 2. And here we go on a right turn, rolling right through this right turn, and right back up to speed, get some momentum. Hop out of the saddle if you'd like, get some momentum, get that bike going underneath of you. And here we go again. Nice and steady. Again, fairly flat, fast section of road. Big chain ring 15. And it looks like we're backing it off a little bit through this neighborhood. So let's go to your small chain ring on the front, 15 on the back. And soft pedal again a little bit. And then we'll get back into it. A little bit of recovery, and then we'll do some more work. Going back and forth. Far back. Small chain ring 15. Your stationary bike or spinner bike tension on a 1 or 2. There you are, and coming up to the stop sign. And rolling right through the stop sign. Out of the saddle a little bit, start rolling through. All right, good job. Now, I don't want you to get bored. I know some of this ride isn't the most exciting thing to watch, and my voice cues kind of go along with the effort out there on the ride, so a lot of times I'm not too fired up, but you know, that's the nature of these long, steady aerobic rides. It has to be this very moderate output of effort all the time, so it's hard to be super energetic doing this kind of voiceover, because that's not the nature of the ride. As we go over those railroad tracks, stand up a little bit, stretch your legs out if you'd like, and you're still in your small chain ring 15. And I think we're coming up to a stop sign here again and making a right turn. And go right on through. Okay. Catch back up. Stand up a little bit if you want. Small chain ring 15. And right back into our rhythm as we're back on the road here. A little bit of a shoulder. Looking good, looking good. Still small chain ring 15, get that cadence up. If you want to go to a slightly harder gear, that's fine too. Start working a little bit harder. See Kevin off the front, riding down the aero bars. Nice and low, everyone's nice and low, except for me. Call me parachute man. I sit up nice and high. That's alright, I'm sitting off the back now, so I get full advantage of the draft. So I'm on this road bike. When I was racing a lot as a competitive triathlete, I would ride the road bike once in a while, but 90% of my riding would be done on a time trial bike. But nowadays, it's all about comfort. Not that you can't get comfortable on a tri bike, you can. I've just always preferred the comfort of a road bike over that of a tri bike. And we're riding along nice and steady. Let's go to your big chain ring on the front and take it up to an 18 or so on the back, maybe somewhere in that range. You can play around with your gearing, but let's work a little bit harder. Not a lot harder, but a little bit harder, a little bit more resistance, and keep that cadence between 85 and 95 RPMs. That's our goal. And we're just riding steady, around 80% of your max effort. That's the key. The steady state measured effort, and you're taking in your fluids, you're taking in your calories. You have to remember that. If you need to, set your watch timer to beep every 10 minutes or 15 minutes to remind you. Whatever you have to do to remind yourself, that's important. As we ride along the pace line. Great day out for riding. We're headed downhill here a little bit, so you can pick up your cadence somewhat. Bring that cadence up, maybe into the 90s, maybe up over 100 because we're going pretty fast. Looks like we're making a left turn. Left turn. We'll take the road so no cars can go buzzing past us. Always looking back, making sure it's safe, and left turn. Taking it through the turn, hop out of the saddle a little bit, watch out for that truck up. Alright. And here we go again. Nice steady effort. Big chain ring, say 15 or so on the back. And if you want to stand up a little bit as we climb this slight grade, go ahead, stretch the legs out. See Kevin there standing up, as is Kate. and back down in the saddle, back down into your rhythm. Big chain ring on the front, around your 15 on the back. Nice steady effort. Freewheeling a little bit here, but you can continue to pedal if you're at home on your fluid trainer. Or your spinner bike, whichever you have. And we're just rolling along here, rolling along, 75 to 80 RPMs. And there's a cornfield to our left. I love these rural country roads. So nice to ride, so nice to train on. We'll actually be conducting a camp out here in Madison. So hopefully, if you're doing the race or you just want a great training weekend, you can join us and have an opportunity to ride this course firsthand. And you can find out more about that camp at coachtroy.com or spinnervols.com. Our camps are always really well attended and just a lot of fun. Good training, but a lot of fun. And we're just cruising along here. Big chain ring on the front, and you're working moderately hard. Never overextending yourself. Working moderately hard, steady state, almost robotic. That nice steady cadence, 85 to 95 RPMs. You're just in such a good rhythm at all times. Managing your nutrition, managing your pace. Heart rate right now, you know, it's up. It's not really super low. It's up there in the upper range of your aerobic zone, whatever that might be. I typically define upper range of aerobic zone as 10 or 15 beats below your anaerobic threshold, whatever that might be for you. So if your AT, for example, is 165, the upper end of your aerobic zone might be 150, 155. So that's kind of where you want to be right now, and that's working. You know, you're not just noodling along. Car back, big truck back, in fact. So you're working it, you're keeping that cadence up, you're staying focused, you're not letting your mind wander. And you're not saying to yourself, Troy, shut up. I'm sick of hearing you. And you're not throwing things at the TV. All right, we're just cruising along here still. Big chain ring on the front, gearing that enables you to accomplish that goal cadence of 85 to 95 RPM. Nice steady state effort. Making it happen, building that aerobic energy system, increasing capillary density. All these different things that are important. Aerobic enzyme activity, fatty acid utilization, all these important things that you need to do as an endurance athlete. Heart stronger. All good stuff. Looks like we have a turn coming up. And let's roll right through this turn. Out of the saddle for a few pedal strokes. Gain some momentum. Again, that's a really important technique when it comes to coming through turns effectively and fast. Get out of the saddle, build your momentum up, and then right back down the saddle, right back down on your aero bars and go. Start motoring. And as you can see, we hardly have any traffic out here. It's just a beautiful day for a ride. Good riding partners out here too. We're backing it off a little bit here, so why don't you do the same thing now. Go to your small chain ring on the front. Let's go to a tension of 1 or 2 on your spinner bike and back it off a little bit on the resistance, but let's keep that cadence up in our favorite range of 85 to 95 RPMs. Looking good, looking good. the O'Connor cam. I'm taking the lead here. Let's pick it up a little bit. There's the O'Connor cam again. Let's go your big chain ring on the front again, and maybe your 15 or so on the back. Bring that resistance on the spinner bike up to a 2 or 3. Crank it up a little bit, and let's get that cadence in that 85 to 95 RPM range. There we go. Car up. You know, I haven't seen any cornfields for a while now. What's up with that? And stand up a little bit if you'd like. Stretch your legs out, stretch your back out, and then have a seat. Right back down in your aero bars, down into your rhythm. And now you're in your small chain ring 15 as we freewheel through this corner.
All right. That was a fun section. Again, I thought that was pretty fast, didn't you? That was fast. But now we have our hills coming up, and we have a series of 3 climbs, and they're all pretty challenging, don't you think? When we previewed the course. So you need to be ready. You need to really think about your good climbing form. In a lot of cases, you're going to want to be seated and try to spin up the hill. Once in a while, you can stand up to stretch your legs out and gain momentum, but try to stay seated for the most part and really maximize your speed while using as little energy as possible. So take one more quick drink of fluid or sports drink, and let's get going.
Okay, right now you're in your small chain ring 15. And again, we're going to start climbing soon, so get yourself mentally prepared for that. Oh, there's the cornfield. So get ready. Get yourself mentally prepared. Because on race day, how you handle this part of the course can make or break your entire race. Especially that first loop. If you go too hard, you're really going to suffer the consequences for the second loop, and especially then for the run. If you manage your pacing effectively, you're going to be able to ride a lot stronger through the second loop, and then again, hopefully get off the bike and run strong and have a solid run. But that comes with experience. It comes with knowing the course. And that's why it is recommended that maybe you come out to the course prior to race day and preview it, or at the very least do this workout frequently so that you get a good idea of what it's all about. But there's really no substitute for actually coming out and looking at it. So as you can see, things kind of kick up a little bit here. So let's go in your big chain ring on the front and increase that resistance now on your spinner bike to about a 2 or 3. And we're just going to keep ratcheting up the resistance ever so slowly as we continue to ride. So let's make it a little bit harder for yourself. Shift and try to stay seated if you can. If you have to stand up, that's okay. Try to stay seated because we are climbing here. So let's go down to your 13 on the back. Crank that resistance up to maybe a 4. And we're starting to work it now. So good cycling form in the saddle. Good climbing form. Knees in your top tube, upper body's nice and relaxed, hands nice and relaxed on the bars, and you might shift your weight back a little bit on the saddle, okay? Utilize that entire pedal stroke. Don't have any dead spots, okay? Try to pull through the bottom a little bit. Use your hip flexor. Heel down, heel down, heel down. That's it. Right up. Big chain ring, 13 on the back. Maybe down to your 12 now. Maybe down to your 12. Resistance on your stationary bike going around a 4 or 5. You're cranking it now. This is not easy. Your wattage is up. If you're used to riding at, say, 250 watts and you're using a power meter, you're up over 300, over 350 watts right now because you are working this hill. You are working this hill. Right up, right up. Keep your upper body relaxed. Keep that in mind. Let the legs do the work. Let the legs use all the oxygen, okay? Don't let your upper body get too involved in the motion of climbing, because that's wasteful. Just keep it steady. Look at Kate. She's so strong. She's sitting right on the wheel. That's it. Way to go, Jen. Stand up. Come on. Work it, work it, work it. Looking good. Looking good. Looking good. Everybody's looking strong. Come on now. Big chain ring, 12 on the back. You are working this hill because this hill is working you. Good stuff. Good stuff. Nice and steady. Nice and steady. Right in your rhythm. Heel down. Use the hip flexor. Ankle through the pedal stroke. Good. Good. Keep it going, keep it going. Keep it steady. It's like Kevin's getting, as Phil Liggett would say, popped off the back. Not really. He's in great shape. He could ride away from everybody if he wanted to. But what would be the point? Because then he wouldn't be in the video, right? All right, now we're going downhill. So let's take it back up to an easier gear and start soft pedaling. Going downhill here, bring that cadence up now, 85 to 95 RPMs. And now you can start flushing a little bit of that fatigue and lactic acid out of the legs. Right back into your rhythm here. Get back down to your aero bars if you can. Check out the cornfield to the right. Nice and steady. Big chain ring, 15. Big chain ring, 15. Road's kicking up a little bit, but that was a tough climb we just did. No joking around there, let me tell you. Let me tell you. So, not that you can really recover a lot because this road still has a little bit of an upward slope to it, but it's certainly a little bit more recovery than you got from that climb. And you can see the riders are down in their aero bars, and then you see me towering above everybody at like the big parachute I am on the road bike, in that road bike position, a little bit too high for time trialing. Certainly okay for touring, recreational cycling, and maybe competitive road racing, but far too high for time trialing. But here we are. This is the Coach Troy cam. Looking at the road. There's Kevin next to me, down in the aero bars. See how low he is there. And again, Kevin's not a small guy. He's about 6'2", 6'3". Weighs in probably about 180 pounds. You can see how low he is. Very good aerodynamic position. So you're in your big chain ring, 15 on the back, 85 to 95 RPMs. Just cruising along here. And you're working 75 to 80% of your maximum effort, that high aerobic range, building your endurance, building that aerobic foundation. And stand up a little bit if you want, pop it down to the bigger gear, go down to your 13 on the back, and let's stretch it out. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, some resistance on the bike. Let's go, put that spinner bike, crank that up. You can see I'm staying seated, just my preference, but stand up, stretch the legs out a little bit. It's all about whatever your individual riding style is. Kevin's standing up right now. He's running on the pedals, running on the pedals. Good stuff. Nice job. Jen's doing a great job. She's working it over the hill, working it over the hill. Good job, Jen. Stay up nice and relaxed with the upper body there. Good work. Good work. Okay, now take it to an easier gear, less resistance. Get that cadence back up to 85, 95 RPMs. Not a whole lot of rest here. Let's keep it working. Let's keep working, okay? Give you a little bit of reprieve, but not a whole lot. I mean, that's a mistake a lot of people make. They get over a hill and they think, well, I'm done. I need to recover for a minute. But you can't. If you're racing, you really can't. You got to get right back into it. You got to get right back into it. Believe me, if you're in good shape, you'll recover quickly. In fact, that's one of the whole goals of improved fitness is to be able to recover faster. So when you do climb a hill and you feel like your heart's ready to pop out of your mouth, within a few pedal strokes on the other side, you feel good again. That's what it's all about. And we're going downhill here, so let's get that cadence up over 100 RPMs. As we fly down this fast hill, there's the Coach Troy cam, and the cornfield's to your right. Cornfield is following us everywhere we go. And we're riding nice and steady. See this? Everyone's down their aero bars. Get down nice and low at the front. Good stuff. High cadence, high cadence, high cadence. Tractor up. All right. Big chain ring on the front. Go to whatever gear you'd like to go to maintain that cadence, 85 to 95 RPMs. Nice steady state effort. Steady state. Car up. Coach Troy cam. Nice tightly knit pack here. No cars on this road. We're not really that concerned about vehicle traffic. But certainly it's probably safer to ride single file if you're on a busier road, but we're out here in the rural countryside, so we don't have to worry about it that much. Plus we have a trailing car with their flashers, so we're pretty safe in this case with this video. But if you're out riding with a group, make sure you try to stay single file. Or if you ride two abreast, make sure that you are very well aware of what the traffic's doing. And here we come up to a stop sign. And small chain ring, soft pedal. Soft pedal a little bit. Clear left, clear right. And right through. Okay, here we go. Keep in mind, all of our cameras are in sync. In sync, so the perspective you see from the Coach Troy cam and the O'Connor cam is right in sync with what you're seeing in the car cam. And that was the Coach Troy cam. Looking over at a smiley, happy Kevin. Kevin has a couple young sons, and I'm sure they're going to be awesome athletes, like their dad. I have a couple daughters, and I'm going to keep them away from Kevin's sons. But that's a different story. Let's get back to riding the bike. So we're riding along here, small chain ring 15, riding a little bit social here, talking a little bit, having a good time. Let's keep our cadence between 85 and 95 RPMs as we ride past the corn. And there's a car just went by. I'm sure he wasn't very happy with us, but he'll live, he'll survive. And we're climbing a little bit, so let's either stand up and go to a harder gear, big chain ring on the front, 11 or 12 on the back, and stand up if you'd like. Pop it over this little grade, and right back down in the saddle, right back down in your rhythm. Nice job. And big chain ring on the front, say 15, 18 on the back, wherever you want to be on the back. Let's get that cadence back up. We're freewheeling a little bit, but let's continue to work. We want that steady state effort. We don't want you getting lazy. that cadence up. Try to keep that effort around 75% at least. And we're going downhill. So let's take it down to your small chain ring on the front and really lower your resistance on your spinner bike and make it a little bit easier for yourself. And freewheel a little bit. Get the cadence around 85, 95 RPMs, car back. Again, they're probably not very happy with us either. But that's all right. We have our vehicle behind us with their flashing lights. So hopefully people know that there's a group of cyclists up ahead. Small chain ring 15, high cadence. Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. 85 or better in terms of the RPMs. And it looks like we're going to be headed downhill here for a little while. It gets even a little bit faster heading down this part. Oh yeah, look at this. This is going to be fun. Hang on, hang on. Here's Coach Troy Cam. We're flying along over 40 miles per hour. Yeehaw! Getting nice and aero, nice and low, nice tuck. Take advantage of this. No reason to pedal at this speed. No reason to pedal whatsoever. Just take advantage of it, get nice and low. And now you can start pedaling a little bit. You're in your big chain ring 15 on the back. Big chain ring 15. Get that cadence back up to 85, 95 RPMs. Nice job. Comes Kevin on the outside. There's always one in every group. You know, the guy that needs to be up front. Here we are, going pretty fast down the hill. Cruising down this hill over 40 miles per hour. Keep that cadence up. Big chain ring, 15. There's Kevin displaying his excellent bike handling skill, heading down this hill, down the aero bars. Free speed, if you can descend well, free speed. Keep it going, keep it going. Coach Troy Cam. 85 to 95 RPMs, kids, keep that cadence up. Let's keep it honest. Let's keep it honest. Keep that cadence up. Keep it up. Don't get bored because we're almost done this ride. You can get bored when you're finished. Don't lose your focus, because what happens when you lose your focus? The cadence slows. What happens when your cadence slows? You slow. So you always have to maintain your focus out there, especially on race day, especially at this distance, because it's really easy to get bored when you're doing 112 miles on the bike. Good athletes don't lose their focus. They always bring themselves back to the present. Maintain that steady focus throughout the entire day. It's almost as if it didn't happen. Tell you what, every race I've done goes by so fast, I can't even believe it when it's over. You know, you're out there all day, the race just flies by. So let's stay in your big chain ring around your 15. And let's keep a nice steady rhythm here. We're going a little bit slower, and that's okay. Let's keep a nice steady rhythm. Come on, keep it steady, keep it steady, keep it steady. Climbing a little bit of this hill here. And let's go to your big chain ring and let's take it down to a harder cog on the back, maybe down to your 13. Try to keep it steady. Come on. Nice and steady. Cadence might drop a little bit if you're working it hard. Come on now, keep it steady. Good cycling, good uphill climbing form. Ankling through the pedal stroke, heel down, heel down. Use your hip flexor, that's it. No dead spots, no dead spots. Keep it steady, keep it steady. Where'd Kevin go? Looks like I dropped him. Kevin, where are you? Oh, is your brake rubbing up against the rear wheel? Oh, okay. I've heard that one before. I'm just kidding. All right, nice and steady up this hill. Big chain ring 13, maybe even your 12 now. I really did lose him. Look at this. Where's the corn? Where's the corn? Oh, there it is. Nice and steady. Come on, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Good effort, good effort. Car up. Coach Troy cam here. Nice and steady. Keep your resistance up. If you're on a spinner bike or other stationary bike, crank that tension up. Kate, she's riding strong. She's riding really strong. Still in the Coach Troy cam here. Might have had some technical difficulties with one of our other cameras. That's why we're on the Coach Troy cam for a while. All right, great form, great form. Steady up this hill, that's it. Okay, let's take it down to your 15 on the back. Level it out a little bit. Bring that cadence back up a little bit as well. Try to get it back up in the 80s, 80 RPMs or so. Nice job, you guys. Back with the car cam. See, Kevin was still there. I was just giving him a hard time. And we're making a right turn. And nice and steady. We're just freewheeling through, having a nice time here. So take it down your small chainring on the front and your 15 on the back. And I still want you working. Let's keep that cadence up above 75. But we're not working quite as hard. Reduce your resistance a little bit on your spinner bike. Just having some social time here. Backing it off a little bit. But still spinning your legs out. Keep it going, keep it going. It's been a great workout so far, and we're almost done. Heading downhill here, let's get the cadence up a little bit. Say around 85, 90 RPMs. Keep that cadence up. Keep that cadence up. I know we're just freewheeling down this hill, but I want you to pedal at home on your trainer. Keep pedaling. Keep that cadence up because we're going pretty fast down this hill. Let's get it up over 90 RPMs. Come on, keep working, keep working, keep working. 90 RPMs or better. 100 RPMs. Come on, get it up there, because we're going pretty fast down this hill. Keep it steady, keep it steady. Corn silos up ahead. And still in your small chainring 15. Now let's go to your big chainring on the front. Big chainring on the front. A little bit more resistance. Still trying to maintain that cadence between 85 and 95 RPMs. Remember to drink. Remember to eat. Taking your fluids. Taking your calories. Small doses all the time. Gotta feed yourself. Manage your pacing as well. Car up. Coach Troy cam. Nice steady effort. Big chain ring, 15 or so. Wherever you want to be in the rear sprocket cluster is fine. I just want your cadence up between 85 and 95 RPMs, and I want your effort at around 80%. 80%. So again, you're not selling out. You can sustain this for a long, long time, but you're not really going easy either. Build that endurance. That's what we're looking at. Good, steady endurance ride. That's what we want. You want to pop it up a couple cogs, reduce your resistance a little bit, that's okay. Get that cadence up, get that cadence up. Come on, stay with me now, stay with us, keep your focus now. We are almost done. Coming up to a stop sign, small chain ring and soft pedal a little bit. Clear right, clear left. Coach Troy can. Kevin's out of the saddle, getting some momentum, and then he's right back down in the saddle in a second. There he is, and probably down those aero bars in a second too. Nice and steady. Some fast bikes out here I'm riding with. Some fast bikers, fast bikes, and lots of cornfields. So right now you're in your small chain ring 15 as we get back into our rhythm. But let's now go to our big chain ring on the front. Increase your resistance a little bit. There's a truck up. All right, nice shoulder here, so not too many worries. This road gets a little bit busier though. And we're making a right turn, and right through the turn, and we already have enough momentum. Probably don't have to stand up. So let's stay in our rhythm. Big chain ring around your 15 on the back. If you're on a spinner bike, let's put that resistance on a 2 or 3. So again, you have a little bit of resistance going. You're not killing yourself, but you have a little bit of resistance. And we're just cruising along at that high aerobic range, getting a good endurance building workout in today. Now, depending on where you are in your training cycle, tomorrow might either be a recovery day, or maybe you're going to go on a long run. Or if you're a pure cyclist, maybe you do a hard interval session tomorrow. Do a long endurance ride one day, hard interval work the next day. Really overload your systems. Just really depends on what your goals are and what your experience is. I know when I coach an athlete, it all comes down to just those things. Their goals, their experience, how well they adapt to training stress, even their motivation to make somebody push themselves 2 or 3 days in a row and really overload it. It's sometimes hard to do. Mentally, it's hard to do. You get really worn down. So it just really depends on the individual. Well, let's get back to the ride right now. And we're in our big chain ring, our 15 on the back. And we're riding nice and steady. Don't get bored on me. Don't turn my voice off right now. You can do that later. And if you have any comments, please feel free to send me an email. I might not read it. I might delete it if it's negative. No, I'm kidding. Send me an email. I'll get back to you. info@coachtroy.com. Kevin. And we're just cruising along here. Hopefully you like our On the Road series DVDs. We get some great feedback. Most people tend to like them a lot. And it's always good to hear the good feedback. Hey, but it's good to hear the bad feedback too, which we don't get a lot of, fortunately, or else we wouldn't be in business. And that's a good thing. But thank you for using our series and using our workouts and achieving great results. And we're just riding along nice and steady. Again, big chain ring, 15 or so on the back, nice and steady. Cadence in the mid-80s. Effort, 75 to 80%. Just a steady output. That's what I'm looking for here, steady output. That's what builds the endurance. And you can see my cadence is a little bit higher than some of the other riders. And again, that's just riding preference, riding style. So there's no right way or wrong way for the most part. But I think you always want to focus on building your technique. And I've always been a big fan of working on that cadence. And we'll come up to a stop sign. You can soft pedal for a little bit. But it's like anything. You build a high cadence. You develop your nervous system so that you can effectively and efficiently spin the pedals at a high cadence. Usually it translates to riding pretty strongly, even in a lower cadence. You have better efficiency, a better transfer of power. All these things are important if you want to be a competitive rider and ride the bike faster at a lower energy cost. And that's what it's all about, right? Ride faster at a lower energy cost, because that way you'll be able to get off the bike and run faster. But back to this ride, and here we are flying along here. Jen is just pulling us along at breakneck speeds. We're probably going around 25 miles per hour. She's an awesome athlete. She's got great riding form, very fit. And stop sign coming up. Slow down, small chain ring, and we'll jump right back into it. Looks like she's jumping off the front. Somebody gonna chase her down or what? Let's keep it steady now. Let's not get too feisty out here. This isn't a road race. It's a steady state, high aerobic endurance workout. And we're right back on her wheel. Let's get in the big chain ring 15 because we're going pretty fast here. Pretty darn fast. Over 22 miles per hour. And it looks like we're making a right turn coming up. Just keep it steady, keep it steady. She's just freewheeling, but I want you to keep pedaling, keep pedaling. Keep that cadence up in the mid-80s. You're looking good. You see you at home, and you're looking good. Watch out for these cars. Hop out of the saddle. Get it back up to momentum. Here we go, here we go, here we go. And right back down in your rhythm. We're on a fairly busy road here, so let's be careful as we look through the Coach Troy cam. Looks like I dropped Kevin again. It's all right. Back when we used to race each other, he was used to watching me pass him. All except once. I'm just kidding, Kevin. You know that. I wish I could do what you do now. But let's get back to our ride. Big chain ring on the front, 15 on the back, and let's cruise along. Let's cruise along here. 85 to 95 RPMs, effort 80%. We are rolling along. We're almost finished with this ride too. Let's keep that intensity nice and steady. Nice and steady, this moderate, high aerobic intensity. Come on, maintain your good form. She is motoring and we're sitting on her wheel, just cruising along here. Doing a great job. really efficient cycling form. Her upper body's so nice and still. Her legs just pedaling very effectively, very efficiently. Very good cycling form. Come on, keep it steady, keep it steady. Big blue truck up. And we're coming into a busy section of town, so let's be careful and let's not hit any cars. And it looks like we're making a left turn. Watch out for this guy coming out of the parking lot. Okay. And we're making a left turn. And right through. If you need to hop out of the saddle, gain your momentum a little bit. And right back down in the saddle, down your aero bars. Let's get aero. Let's keep cruising along here. We're cruising at over 20 miles per hour. Big chainring 15. Not a whole lot of gear changes. You can change gears at home as much as you want. I just want your cadence between 85 and 95 RPMs, and I want your effort around 80%. That's what I want. That is all I ask of you. Not a lot. Not a lot. And I want you to send me your results. If you do this race, email me your results. Let me know how it went for you. 25 miles per hour speed limit. I think we're abiding by that law, but we might not be. We might be going faster than 25 miles per hour. And we're going over some rough road here. And here's the car cam. Oh, all right. Kevin was right behind me the whole time. I didn't drop him. Not many hills in Minnesota. I wonder how Kevin does on a hilly course. There's a lot of lakes there, though. 10,000, I think. But not as much corn as there is in Madison. All right, nice and steady. Still in that big chain ring, 15. Keeping that cadence between 85 and 95 RPMs. And we're just riding along at a nice steady clip. Awesome job. Really good job. See the group here from the car cam. We've had a great ride today. It's been just such a pleasure riding with this group of awesome athletes from here west. Coming towards the end of the first loop. Right turn, right back into your rhythm here. Big chain ring, around the 15 on the back or so, wherever you want to be. Crank that tension up, that resistance to a 3 or so. And we're cruising along here at that steady state pace, high aerobic. Coming towards the end. And make sure you drink, make sure you eat, especially if when we get to the end here, if that's the end of your workout for the day, recovery nutrition is really important. Make sure within about a 15 to 20 minute window that you take in plenty of fluids, plenty of calories, carbohydrates, a little bit of protein, start resynthesizing broken down muscle tissue, facilitate that muscle glycogen recovery, all these important things so you can go out and train hard again tomorrow. Have a really high quality session, whether it's a spin intervals workout or running workout, whatever it might be. Keep it steady. Big chain ring 15. Nice steady effort. Nice steady effort. Always thinking of your good form, even in the latter stages of a training ride like this. Doing great. Doing great. Still that same effort. Don't lose your focus because we're almost done. Keep that same effort. We'll start cooling down here shortly. Keep that same steady state effort. We're coming to the end. And if you're really dedicated and motivated, you might just want to go back to the beginning of this disc and start the whole ride over again. Or pop in another one of our On the Road series rides, maybe take a climb up Mount Lemmon. Now that would be hardcore. This ride, then Mount Lemmon. Or do the Lake Placid ride after this. Now you're talking. And if you do that, send me an email. I want to hear about it. That would be a tough double workout to do. Okay, small chain ring, 15 on the back, and we're just freewheeling a little bit. All right, great ride. That was a lot of fun. Nice rolling hills, lots of cornfields out there, and just generally a challenging ride, a great workout. So whether you're riding in Madison for a tour or you're getting ready for the Iron Distance race, that course is a lot of fun. Now, if you're doing the Iron Distance race, you're gonna head back out and do that loop again before you head back into town. I want to thank everybody from Gear West Bike and Triathlon, Kevin, Jen, and Kathy for their fantastic job and all of their help. I also want to thank the folks at Zip Speed Weaponry for making this DVD possible. Please make sure you check out some of our different training camps for triathletes and cyclists on our website. And I hope you have a great season. Until we train together next time, train safe and train smart.